So thank you for joining. I know that it's late, but I promise you, you will learn a lot on how are you going to use AI in your work or in your industry. So, first of all, I would tatanungin ko yun, um, I have, uh, so may story ako. May nakita akong, may nakita akong post sa social media. Ang sabi is isang attorney gumamit ng ChatGPT sa kanyang documents. Ang ChatGPT ChatGPT nagkamali at nag-hallucinate sa isang jurisprudence na hindi existing. So at the same way, nakita ng judge na bakit yung reference mo na GR number na to it's not existing. So in a way, nagkamali ang attorney at baka mawala pa yung kanyang license. Okay? So, delikado paggamit ng AI. Then next is may nakita ako na ito commonly na ginagamit. Ako din naman minsan ginagawa ko to. Minsan ba kapag may nararamdaman tayo and then nagtanong tayo sa AI kung ano yung nararamdaman, bakit na ganito ang nararamdaman natin. Hindi heartbreak kundi yung let's say sa health. Okay? And then, sometimes, tama yung sagot niya, sometimes, pero delikado. Kasi hindi tayo expert at hindi tayo doktor to evaluate kung ang sinasabi ba ng AI is tama. Okay? And, ito, may mga instance din na nakakatulong AI. May isa akong nabasa sa social media na for 3 to 5 years, hindi niya alam kung ano talaga yung sakit niya. Marami na siyang doktor na pinuntahan, marami na siyang hospital na pinuntahan, marami ng lab test and everything, but hindi pa rin makita-kita kung ano talaga yung sakit niya. So, ang ginawa niya is that finid niya lahat ng mga result, mga findings ng mga doktor at binigay niya sa AI. And then, true enough, binigyan siya ng suggestion ng AI about kung ano talaga yung sakit niya. You can look it up actually sa Grok yung ginamit niya. And si Elon Musk, shinare niya to. Na nakatulong sa kanya, nakita kung ano talaga yung totoong niyang sakit through ang AI. So, yeah. So, yan yung isang positive thing. So, although, it depends kung paano mo kasi gamitin yung AI. So, sa other one, naging negligence sa paggamit ng AI, pinabayaan niya at nagkaroon siya ng problema. The other thing is, ginamit niya yung AI sa kanyang sarili, pero he resulted sa doktor at nakita ng doktor na yun talaga yung sakit niya, although kahit na yung ibang mga doktor hindi niya alam, nila alam kung anong sakit, but through the help of AI, na-explain sa kanila ng AI kung ano yung kung anong nararamdaman niya at kung ano yung basis ng sakit niya, then they begin treatment based on that, okay? And then nakatulong sa tao na yun. So, gumaling ang tao na yun. Okay? So, ganun. May mga ganung bagay na nangyayari ngayon sa industries sa paggamit ng AI. Okay? So, that's why, ang pinaka-importante is magkaroon tayo ng skill sa paggamit ng AI. Kaya ito yung AI fluency na tinatawag. Okay? AI fluency has a framework. Ito yung 4Ds. Mamaya i-share ko about delegation, descriptions, discernment, and diligence. Okay? So, let's start. So, what is AI? What is AI fluency? Okay, it is the ability to engage with AI system in a way that are effective, efficient, and ethical, okay, and safe. Yeah, it's not about memorizing prompts. It's not about it, okay, but developing an adaptive way of thinking. Okay, AI is not a search engine as at its best, but AI is a collaborative thinking partner. Okay, think about that for just a minute. Hindi siya isang Google okay? But it's a collaborative partner. You should work with AI, not let AI do the work for you. Okay, there are 3 ways we can work with AI. Yung una is automation, augmentation, and agency. So una, automations. So kapag automations, ito yung mga bagay na pwede nating automate. Let's say, sending an email sa mga list na yan, that's automations. Let's say, you do research. Let's say you research me something about this topic and whatnot, that topic, then do this for me. Then instead of you doing it, then the AI does it. Okay, AI completes specific tasks like summarizing, drafting, and analyzing data. And then the second is yung augmentation. Augmentation is think with me. Ito yung mga bagay na nagko-communicate kay AI at the same time, nagko-collaborate kayo, and then through that collaboration, nagkakaroon ng output at the same time, nagiging effective sa paggamit mo ng AI. So, collaborative partnership for brainstorming, complex problem solving, and exploring options. And agency. Itong agency handles this ongoing. Okay, AI independently within set of boundaries for automated responses and more. So ito yung agency. It's it's one of the advanced, kumbaga, use of AI. So ito kasi kapag bibigyan mo sa set of specific tasks, ang gagawin niya, gagawa siya ng sarili yung mga agent, and then magtutulungan sila ng mga agents, so, and then gagawin niya. So that's advanced stuff, and hindi natin i-cover yan, but that's the gist of it. Na hayaan mo lang yung AI sa kanya, and then kaya yung gawin yung task sa isang tao. Okay? So the sweet spot, gusto kong i-share sa inyo kung paano ba tayo mag-work with AI is yung augmentation. So this is where the real value is. Okay? The AI will help you think, okay, throughout the strategy. Okay? The most effective AI user leverage augmentation to enhance human judgment, creativity, and context. So in my part, share ko lang experience ko on using AI. So I'm a developer, and then AI has been a really good tools for my work because I don't need to write code. I just need to redirect them. At the same time, plan with AI and creating something with the help of AI. So ganun siya. Nagiging helpful siya sa akin. I don't need to write code for 8 hours, okay, straight for 1 week to 2 weeks para sa isang features. Ngayon, I can create a features within a day or two. Okay, I can create website in 1 day using the help of AI. And yun. So it's been helpful to me. So if you know how to communicate with AI on how you're going to what do you call this, communicate and collaborate with AI, then magiging effective ang AI sa pag-use mo. Hindi katulad ng story ko kanina na nag-fail siya because hinayaan niya lang first output ng AI at hindi na double check, then nagkamali siya doon. So we need to be in a way maging augmentation yon, hindi automation, hindi automatic na tutungangan na lang ako dito kasi AI na gumagawa ng trabaho ko as a developer, hindi na magre-relax lang ako. Pero hindi, I find myself na kapag gumagamit ako ng AI, actually ito gumagamit ako ng AI is nababurn yung brain cell ko. Kasi sa sobrang dami ng output ng AI, you need to evaluate it one by one. Kasi kapag hindi mo siya ginawa, then nasa delikado kang path sa paggamit ng AI. Hindi magiging productive yan, magiging hurtful yan sa'yo in the future. Okay? Paggamit ng AI hindi para sa tamad, para sa tamad na hindi ka na magtrabaho, but ang paggamit ng AI effectively is it will be a way na makakatulong sa'yo when you know how to use AI effectively. Okay, now let me start with the framework for AI fluency. First is delegation. Know your goal, know your tools. Okay, decide what to do and what to give AI. So, for example,